All right, Shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh Bashem El Shai. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, elders of Great Millstone. Shalom. To you, hopefully elect. All right. You know, it's always peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect, because only the elect, as I was mentioning somewhat in the video that I did earlier today, as far as us being of a sound body, one mind, you know, because we want to get the fuck out of here. It's probably going to be one of those videos where it's just raw and uncut. You know, it is what it is. Don't really care right now because, you know, hey, like I said, man, it is what it is. Because, you know, the Lord, man, he's got to put an end to this shit, you know. He's got to put an end to this shit. This weak ass nature. Again, as I was mentioning in my live earlier, just this culture, all right, that Esau spread over the whole earth, where the men are dumbed down, docile, you know, men are out here pussyfied, bitch made, you know, and here it is, the men of the Lord, you know, gotta bite our tongues and lower ourselves for these people to appease the emotions of these people, you know, and stupid shit like that, you know. This shit's got to come to an end, and only the elect have the like mind. Only the elect are like-minded, you know. And just through the spirit, as the title goes, man, when it comes to these reparations, you know, real reparations, it comes with a rod of iron, dominionship. All right. That's why, it's like the scriptures say, seek ye as in the days of old. You know, the ancient men, what you're paraphrasing. You know, man, which being that we forgot who we were, who we are as a people, you know, and that's another thing, man. When it comes to Jake, I want to be equal to these less than nothings, man, these damn nations, you know, and here it is, Yahweh Bashem Shah created us superior. These nations, they're inferior. But we've been beat down so much to a point where Jake really thinks that they're inferior to these less than nothings. It's a shame. You know, it's a shame. You know, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna get this real quick, because we know this was a lesson that had to be taught. That's why the scriptures talk about in Jeremiah how the Lord caused us to err. He made us go off, so that the hopefully elect, Lord willing, what our number. Hey, the point has been made, you know, and again, hey, the hopefully elect, we have this attitude, hey, we get it. We get it. And that's why brothers are crying out, you know, because it's like, God damn, the hell with this place, you know. I was watching this interview. Shit, I forgot his name. See if I can look him up real quick. Bear with me. I was watching this cat. Bear with me. This drug kingpin. You know, and that's another note. That's on another note. Because being that we're in hell, we're in captivity. Like the scriptures say, endure hardness like a soldier. And for Mashiach, roughly paraphrasing. And that's what being in locked up. That's what it'll do to you, man. It'll harden you. It'll toughen you up. Now going back to this interview by this drug kingpin, I think that's actually his name. His name is Kingpin, if I'm not mistaken. You know, he was locked up for like 20 years or some shit like that. And, you know, basically one of his things, one of his pet peeves that he couldn't stand. One of the things that he couldn't tolerate, one of the things that he couldn't put up with was the fact that niggas, and I'm talking about niggas in the penitentiary, because you know he was locked up in the penitentiary, and one of those things that he couldn't deal with, man, he couldn't tolerate was the fact that a nigga wearing flip-flops in the penitentiary, man, because, and it makes sense, and you know, to an extent, brothers, for the most part, we apply this to us, to ourselves, in a way, you know, because a nigga that's always wearing flip-flops and shit, it's just like, nigga, you're not ready for war. If some shit were to pop off, you know, and you got flip-flops on, you out here slipping and sliding, you know, end up getting your foot stepped on and stabbed in the face. You know, he was, you know, just giving these different accounts and examples, you know, but the whole point being, I said all that to say, because again, Jake out here, man, they're fucking soft, weak, effeminate. Jake is not ready for anything, you know. Jake is not ready for war, you know. Jake is dumbed down, man. Jake is docile. That shit is vexing, you know. Jake is out here, you know, it's aggravating, you know. Niggas out here with pink hair, wearing Crocs and shit, skinny jeans. It's to the niggas out here wearing jeans so tight that you can see the coins through their pants, like the one brother said a while ago. You can see the coins sticking out the pants, man. Your change in the pocket, man. You know, like I said, Jake is walking around here with no sense of urgency, just no direction, no standard. Jake ain't ready for war. Jake is just, you know, lost in the sauce. You know. And it's aggravating, man. It's aggravating. That's why the Lord got to put an end to this shit. You know, but to come back to it, because again, part of Jake being dumbed down and docile, want to be equal to the nations and shit, man. Jake is crying out for reparations, right? I'm gonna get another one. Or Salakia. I was gonna get this in Proverbs 20. Proverbs 20, because like I was saying, as I quoted in Jeremiah, you know, the Lord calls us to err. Lord, wonder what that number, you know, because this was a lesson that had to be taught. This is a lesson that the elect had to learn. And boy, do we get it. Boy, we understand. Proverbs 20. Proverbs 20 and 30 in the NLT. Physical punishment cleanses away evil. Such discipline purifies the heart. You see? Because again, this was a lesson that had to be taught. All right. Lord willing, what a number. We got our stripes. You know, we earned our stripes. Lord willing. We get it. We see. Like I was saying, coming back into that manhood, coming back into our power, our glory. Start with Yahweh Shah first and foremost. You know, being groomed leaders, kings in training, man. Gods with lowercase g, right? Gods in exile, but we're coming back home. We're coming back into the remembrance of things. You know? Where was I going to go? Oh yeah, Isaiah chapter 10. Bunch of soy boys, man. This shit is aggravating. You know? Men walking around with all this estrogen, women are walking around with all this testosterone. This is not how it's supposed to be. You're sick of this shit. That's why when it comes down to it, point blank period, straight up, fuck you to Esau, man. Fuck Esau and everything that he's about, everything that he represents. You know, and Lord willing, the Lord keeps that spirit on us because, again, man, Esau, he's going to come with all his little goodies and, you know, fuck all that, man. Isaiah chapter 10, verse 20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel, and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob, shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. So you see, Jake trusts in oppression. Jake trusts in a pit that's designed to keep you down. That's what a pit is. It's designed to keep you on the bottom. You know, and Jake is out here crying out for equality. You know, not even that. They just want to be, because again, Jake, they just have this losing mentality, man. They don't even want to be equal. They just want they just want something. They just want the love of their daddy Esau. That's what they want at the end of the day, man. The approval, you know, every child, you know, for the most part, every son just wants approval of pops, and that's how I look at it. 2/3, they just want the approval of their daddy Esau, because that's their God. That's their daddy Esau, right? You know, that's their daddy, man. Meanwhile, we're trying to appease our father. We're trying to win the love of our father, the approval of our father. So to hell with Esau and what he's got to offer. Like I said, Jake ain't even fighting for equality. They just want to be loved by their daddy Esau, and it's not going to happen. Crying out for reparations, you know, and all Esau does is give them a bone to shut them up. You know, you ever seen how, and this is another way I look at it when it comes to E, because you know E, he'll deal with a nigger woman, but treat her like shit. You know, and that's how I look at it when it comes to 2/3 and Esau. You know, like, here, bitch, you know, crying out for some attention, right? And what's this cracker do? Hey, here, bitch, get out my face. You know, just straight up treats her like a dog. You know, and that's all Esau does essentially. He just throws Jake a bone and, here, shut up. You know, stop. You know. But listen, man, we want the real reparations, all right? We want real reparations. Real reparations, man. And what does that include? Like I said, ruling with a rod of iron, dominion, power, authority, right? Because this is, you know, and just show you how Jake has been dumbed down. And I'm talking about 2/3, I'm talking about Jake in the truth. Because listen, everything that these devils did to us, we're going to be able to do to them 10 times over in righteousness, of course, because we ain't going to be buck breaking no men or nothing like that. And I just had to say that because, hey, these concubine women, you know, yeah, brother's going to have plenty of concubines. That's the problem for Jake, in the truth. But didn't they do it to us? Especially Esau, didn't he do it to us? You know, grape our women, didn't they do it to us? You best believe you're going to get the finest of the finest, man. You best believe that. You best believe that. You know, you best believe that. But again, just to show you how Jake is docile. Jake in the truth. Docile, weak, effeminate, emotional. You know, man. Let me get this. Revelation. Because this is what real reparations come with, all right? Hell, they did it to us, all right? And the true reparations, and we're going to be able to do it to them, double. That's true reparation. Those are the true reparations, the real reparations that's coming. Revelation 2. Revelation 2 and 26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works until the end, to him will I give power over the nations. So that's the real real reparations. I don't want no fiat currency. I don't want no fake money. You know, we want that neck, man. We want the neck of our enemies to be trodden on our foot. That's what we want. All right, power, rule, dominion, authority, like the scripture say, going back to the talents, the parable of the talents, you know, like I just read here, to those that overcome and endure to the end, right? Hey, going back to the parable of the talents, right? You know, because everybody's gonna have a different measure in the kingdom, right? So to one, hey, you know, found faithful, hey, you're a rule over 5 cities, you know. To the next, hey, you're gonna be a ruler over 10 cities, you know, roughly paraphrasing it. But that's that power, that's that dominionship, rulership, man. Power over the nations, like I said again in Revelation 2:26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. So you see, man, that rod of iron, dominion, rulership, man. The neck of our enemies under our feet, like they did us. And Esau was so proud. The Lord had it to where Esau so proud to what he did, he put it out there. You know, there's pictures, you know, documentation. Esau, he was so proud. He put it out there what he did to our people, you know. And when we cry out for justice and peace, real justice and peace, it's a problem. Why is it a problem? You know, why is it a problem? Because again, Jake is emotional, man. Jake is weak, effeminate, you know. That's why 2/3 they just gotta go. They gotta, hey, perish with their master. Let me get this, man. Let me get this in Second Samuel. Going into that dominionship, man, that rod of iron. And as the point is mentioned, you know, from time to time at the camp, you know, well, let me get this. Well, Slocky, as is mentioned from time to time, you know, about the house of David and how, and you better cross the street, man, because goddamn, you know, better cross the street. You know, you getting that moment where you fired up and people can feel it, and they just try to get the fuck out your way. You know, better cross the street, goddamn. Anyways, as far as these Christian churches and how they don't deal with the house of David, right? Well, why is that? Because the house of David, it consisted of all nations being under subjection unto King David, man. The nations were under subjection. Hell, nations had garrisons set up, you know. You see, and that's what's being restored. The house of David, Yahushua coming to sit on his throne and rule. Because by default, it is Yahushua's kingdom. You know, it belongs to him. You know, and the rest is going to be history. But that's what we seek, and that's what we want. That the house of David is coming back, being reestablished on earth as it is in heaven. Because this is how it's supposed to be, anyways. This is how it's supposed to be. You know, by default, like I said, we had to learn this lesson. All right, we had to learn this lesson, but this is how it's supposed to be, regardless. So speaking of King David, that's why I'm going to get this. 2 Samuel chapter 8, verse 1, starting at 1. And after this, it came to pass that David smote the Philistines and subdued them. And David took Gamah out of the hand of the Philistines, and he smote Moab and measured them with a line, casting them down to the ground. Even with 2 lines measured he to put to death, and with 1 full line to keep alive. Also, Slakia, and so the Moabites became David's servants and brought gifts. Man, you can't tell me that ain't power, man. You can't tell me that ain't power. David had servants. He had Moabites. You know, hey, these I want, but them over there, kill them. I'm gonna read that again. Matter of fact, let's see what the NLT says. Let's see what the NLT says. David also conquered the land of Moab. He made the people lie down on the ground in a row. And he measured them off in groups with the length of a rope. He measured off 2 groups to be executed for every one group to be spared. The Moabites who were spared became David's subjects and paid him tribute money. So you see, hey man, that's power, rulership, dominion. You know, moving like a boss, a real boss, man. And I can't even ask the question like, ain't that what you want? Because no, that's not what Jake wants. But the elect, hopefully the elect, you damn right, that's what we want. These are the real reparations, man. Like I said, having the necks of our enemies under our feet, like they did us, and then some. You know, this is the real reparations, man. The hell with no, you know, some 40 acres and a mule. The hell with all that. You know, because I know, hey, brothers claim wives and concubines, but hey, I claim slaves. I claim slaves. You know, Edomite ain't even got to do nothing. They just, you know, and that's because I mentioned earlier, like, well, I mentioned this yesterday about how, you know, because the scriptures talk about how they were going to seek to please the poor. Because Esau, he knows his time is coming up. And that conviction, you know, like, yeah, man, we did those Negroes wrong, you know, just that conviction of slavery, and they're starting to feel that shit. So now it's like more and more they try to, you know, spark a conversation, win your approval, win you over. No, man. If anything, hey, you just choosing yourself to be a slave for me, you know. An Edomite in the grocery store. Esau be trying to talk to you in the grocery store, right? Trying to spark up a conversation. You know, it's like you don't even know. You just claimed yourself for me. The water, how about Shema Shai? You know, Esau ain't got to do shit. Esau ain't even got to do shit, man. Because that's the same shit they did to us. Just because separated families, just because. Did whatever the hell that they want, just because. Well, hey, our time is coming. Lord willing, man, our time is coming. And these are the real reparations that we want. The hell with Esau, his system, his fake money. The hell with all that. We want your neck, man. That's what we want, boy. We want your neck, boy. But hey, man, Lord willing, this was edifying. All praises to Yahweh Shema Shai. Shalom to you, hopefully elect.